Continuing from the previous lecture, today we'll be exploring more on REPL environment. So here we'll be typing node, and in case you have to load some files, for instance, we are in the node.js directory and we created a repl.js file. So if you have to load that file, you can simply go ahead and type it in this way, repl.js, and press enter. Note that it's not going to show you the content of that file. What it's going to do is it will simply execute the functions that are there that we have called. So if you remember, we called greeting John and greeting Matt. So here we have the code, and this is what it does when it loads the file. Now let's go ahead and type node and press enter. This way we'll be inside the REPL environment. Now the first thing is, if you want to have a list of commands that you can make use of when you're inside the repl environment, you can simply go ahead and type help. This will give you the list of commands along with its description. We have already explored load, save. Now we'll be taking a look at what the other ones do, like break, clear, exit. So now let's go ahead and take a look at break and clear. Basically, clear is just an alias for break. So what we'll be doing over here is, first of all, let's create a function. Let's call it hello world, and here inside this, if I type dot break and press enter, you'll see that I'm now back at the REPL command prompt. The same thing happens when we make use of clear. So if I'm here pressing enter, and if I write dot clear, press enter again, and you can see that I'm back at the command prompt. If you have to exit from the REPL mode, all you need to do is just write exit and you will be back at the command prompt. Let's go ahead inside the REPL mode again, and here if I have to perform some numeric operation, let's say 1 plus 2 plus 6, and press enter, the value will be 9. Now over here, if I say underscore and press enter, you'll see the result coming out as 9. That means underscore is basically reserved and it retains the last result, and you can use it further in this way. So if I do this, I'll be getting 19. That is, it will simply add on to the last result value. So if you have a string as a last result, you can concatenate it. So that's what underscore is for in REPL environment. That's reserved basically. Now let's go ahead and define a variable over here. Press enter. You'll see undefined coming up. Now the reason why it's saying undefined is because the result of this variable assignment is not returning anything, and that's the reason why it says undefined. So this function that we had, let's complete it over here, hello world, and let's log it over here as console.log hello world and close it. Now if I have to call this function, I can say hello and press tab. It will automatically complete that thing. So we get auto completion for functions, local variables, and global variables as well. So that way you don't have to type every time. You can just make use of the tab key to autocomplete it. Now in order to get out of this, you can press Ctrl+C twice and you will be out at the command prompt. So that was pretty much about REPL environment.